Take a trip down memory lane in downtown OKC. Pop Goes the Banjo just opened today at the American Banjo Museum. It's featuring a childhood favorite.
We are joined now by Johnny Beyer with the museum to tell us all about it. Johnny, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us, and welcome to Pop Goes the Banjo. This is something we've been trying to do for a long time here at the museum, to mix American popular culture with America's instrument, the banjo, and bringing together some of the icons of entertainment who are part of the banjo story has been a dream of ours for a long time. It's finally come true, opening today.
Well, Johnny, we see one of the icons right there behind you, Kermit the Frog, taking center stage. With the banjo he played during an iconic song from the Muppet movie. This is sure to bring back some fond memories for a lot of folks.
For a lot of people, Kermit the Frog was their first exposure to the banjo. And when we see our guests come in and get near Kermit, up close and personal, and see that banjo that played the Rainbow Connection, there aren't too many dry eyes around. It's really a very powerful thing for a green amphibian to mean so much to so many people and to the banjo.
I love it so much. Johnny, you know, it's interesting because I think a lot of visitors, they come into Oklahoma City, they see the museum and they say, wait a minute, what? I don't understand. And then they walk in and they get an incredible experience. What are some of your favorite moments, things that you can think about when people walk into that museum for the first time?
Well, it's the wow factor. They never think they're going to see something like this, especially in Oklahoma City, out of the middle of nowhere. You find this modern, beautiful facility paying tribute to the history, the heritage, and the colorful future of the banjo. It's all right here. We're so proud that it's in Oklahoma City, and we hope the folks in town here are just as proud as we are.
Okay, so what are some of the other highlights of this specific exhibit? I know it's highlighting some classic moments in movies and TV. One that I watched not that long ago, A Complete Unknown, Oscar nominated. So what's the connection there?
Well, the connection is Edward Norton received an Academy Award nomination for his portrayal of Pete Seeger, the 1950s folk singing activist who really set the bar for a revival of American folk music back in that era. So Edward Norton is playing this wonderful Pete Seeger banjo made by the Vega Company back in 1959, and that banjo is here in exhibit. The very same banjo that was in the film with a beautiful strap, and he did such a wonderful job. He really should have gotten the Oscar. Of course, that's a banjo player talking. A couple other things. One of the big stars for me is Steve Martin. Of course, everyone knows Steve Martin as a wonderful actor, comic, and author, and producer, composer, everything, Renaissance man. The banjo that Steve played during his wild and crazy time back in the 1970s, that's part of this exhibit. Imagine being able to ask Steve Martin for an instrument and him saying, of course. That's a real honor.
It really is, Johnny. That's really neat. And just final question here, because I know that we're talking about the banjo and how it's been featured in the past. What's the future of the banjo? What's the present? What's the future? Is this an instrument that's going to be around for decades to come?
The banjo will be around forever. There's always people who are bitten by that spark, that percussive nature, and the way a banjo makes an audience react is a good way to get performers on board with the banjo. If you play an instrument, you see people out there smiling and clapping and tapping their toes, you know you are reaching them. A banjo is a perfect instrument to do that. So whatever kind of music. Right now, Celtic music is a big international thing for the banjo, but we don't know what kind of music the future holds, but if the banjo is associated with it, we know the banjo has a future, and people love the banjo, so we know the banjo will be here forever.
All right, we'd love to hear it. Johnny Beyer with the American Banjo Museum. Thank you so much for telling us all about this new exhibit, Pop Goes the Banjo. It just opened up today there in downtown OKC, and it runs through October of next year, so you got a lot of time to go check it out. Thanks, Johnny.
Appreciate it.